As of a girl to be mine, perfect girl for me.
Okay. So you're saying that you think this is totally natural.
Totally natural. This girl right here, that's smooth. That is silky, smooth skin. I know that's not airbrush. I could put $1 million, that's not an airbrush.
My name is Dominic DeMasi. I'm a digital retoucher, photo retoucher. The nature of my job is to not be seen. You know, if my work, if it's obvious that I've worked something to death, then I've done a bad job.
Tonight is actually a bit of an experiment. We've never quite done this before. We've never shown a whole series of shorts by one filmmaker who is working on sort of a body of work with lots of moving parts, which is what Jesse's doing. But we've never sort of interrupted it to ask everybody some really critical questions. Tonight it's basically about getting these out beyond festivals and theaters, and I'm excited about learning, you know, what can we do with films beyond traditional areas of distribution. The theme that all of them address is physical perfection, so it's roughly body image, physical perfection, media, and this is the one that's supposed to open up the discussion.
Think about the people that you deal with every day, who would benefit from that, and the people that you see on TV, who are the leaders? Who are the catalyst people that can then take this film and also use it for much more comprehensive kind of change?
So get together in like groups of 4 or 5, and you'll all sort of ask those questions, and you'll write them down on a card. And then we're gonna ask the experts to come up, and we're all gonna sort of think about a strategy together. So who in New York City needs to see this movie?
The women YMCA, like low-income neighborhoods, especially because there was a sort of unawareness of the kind of marketing that goes into images.
At spas and hairdresser.
After school programs, if you could get it, you know, in the educational system between 9 and 3, that'd be great.
Churches, you know, because it is a religious issue, right? The body, how the body should look. I'm sure there'll be many communities who want to show, like, look, see, like, a lot of what you're seeing is not reality.
I would just say, like, community-based youth organizations.
I think it's equally as important in rural America, where maybe there isn't the access to the information and it's more print media that's just kind of streamed in on the mass level.
Some way of making possibly having some sort of like web presence so it reaches out to communities that might not be so connected.
Yeah.
The interesting part about it is like the power dynamic, and I wonder if we could think about that in terms of who should see it. Maybe like workplace education, or maybe like, you know, sensitivity training, and, you know, some place where you're like dealing with, you know, with even like sexual harassment in the office place.
I'm doing a lot of work right now with young males, so I think that each film would have a unique role with that, looking at, you know, gender roles, masculinity, how we view women.
I think a lot of parents aren't talking about sexuality with their kids, and this is an amazing forum for parents to bring their kids on a Saturday afternoon to have a screening and a discussion.
You get a different kind of feedback afterwards. I mean, after viewing something like that, I kind of want to take it in for myself rather than share that experience with my mother.
I think that a lot of it, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that a lot of the time parents want to share their values and messages, but they're not sure how, and then young people, you know, teens aren't necessarily wanting to go to their parents, and why. And I think if that's opened.
This was kind of like therapy for me, like just for me. Like I know right now when I walk out of here, I'm gonna feel better with myself, because I'm always wondering, like, is there anybody like that? And then I'm like, I don't know, like I hate it when you see something, it looks so pretty and perfect and curvy, and I'm just like, crap, I'm never gonna be like that. And I'm just like, ugh.
The woman who just left, she had this great idea of like putting labels on pictures that have been, you know, augmented somehow. That really resonated with us, because it's like the cigarette box, right? Like it's telling you that it's bad for your health right on the box. And so that's what the picture should do.
That's how this started in college. Before I knew how to make films, I made stickers that said, warning, trying to look like me may be hazardous to your health, may cause anorexia, bulimia, and bad self-esteem, and I stuck it on windows.
But I mean, if you did the opposite and got like magazine editors to like put like a positive stamp on, like, get them talking with advertising agencies is another.
That would be amazing if we could actually make a change and like affect magazines so that they would actually be inspired to have magazines full of women that actually look like women.